Phil, what up? It's your boy Logan. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. It's an electric kit. It sounds pretty good. Hope you can see me. In fact, I'm glad the clouds came in front of the sun. My face was washed out just a little bit ago. I also don't know exactly what you need help with. Um, so I'm gonna break, I guess, each part down in my mind that I kind of the way I compartmentalize it, like I kind of told you how to do. Um, in the beginning, um, you want to worry. All you got to worry about is a straight. I mean, I'm just on the snare and the tom, just boom, ba da don't da 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 da don't dun 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 da da don't da da don't da da don't da da don't. So you're just gonna kind of elevate that steadily. Once you get finished with that very first intro part and you drop down, I'm just, ones on the kick, and then I have the tom going. Sorry, I'm really, the pattern's like on the tom. It's just this trigger doesn't always respond if you don't hit it hard enough, so it comes off sounding even, but I'm not going, I'm going. And obviously when I was doing this thing, I throw in some of those ghost notes. If that's gonna throw you off, it's one of those things like we talked about. Don't do that. Don't you do it, Philip Dansby. Secondly, the the bridge part coming from the verse. So calling wherever you go. Okay, this is assume that we're ending the bridge. I don't come out of the verse into the chorus with a snare. I don't think, because it's just not needed. I haven't gotten to a groove, and I try to avoid the snare until I do get into a groove. So out of the groove, it's. It's that kind of deal. I don't know how well you can see that. This is giving me trouble on the trigger if I hit the top. So if it's like 2, 3, dun, 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 you will believe in what we can see. We will believe. 2, 3, 4. So then I go into that bridge thing. I know the hi-hat's in an odd spot. Gosh dang it. I know the hi-hat's in an odd spot. And I haven't broken it down really in my mind. It's just that thing is. If you need any more help with that specifically, let me know. I can do more. I know it's really weird. And here's where it's going to get tricky, because I know this is going to be a tough thing for you. There's a lot of toms involved. I'm going to play at normal speed what I play, and then I'll slow it down a little bit for the that little interlude before that next verse and what the beat is for that verse. So it's like, we will believe. I'm not even sure I can duplicate that slow because I'm only really comfortable playing it fast. Let me try. We will believe. 2, 3. Dun, dun. I know it's weird. I know you don't have a good view of this top tom too, but you can see where my hands are kind of going up there. Um, a simpler thing you could do. I have 4 on the floor, so I have. So the bass is going the whole time. If you want something to do in that space that's not as, busy, especially at the higher speed, maybe. Something simple like that, whatever you feel comfortable with really there, you have to feel that part out. But I tried to play what I played there. And then it goes back into that little interlude thing that I tried to show you there with a hi-hat placed weirdly as a pre-chorus kind of thing. And then it goes into the chorus. It's going to be hard because you can't see the bass, but you can hear it. Let me play it slow. Pour out your love and let the spirit reign in this place. You lay your harvest in faith. Pour out your love and let your spirit reign on this place. You lay your harvest in faith. That's the basic idea. And when I'm playing it, the first half is a little more open than the second half. So this is it on the ride, and I'll make the transition to the crash like I do in the song, and I'll go at the right speed. So 1, 2, 3. It's just a matter of getting a lot of hits in there, kind of, because it's a very straight kind of thing, and so I wanted to kind of give it some push, and a lot of that kind of busyness in there kind of helps do that. Busyness, I said, if you didn't catch that when I dropped the stick like a doofus. And I kind of have that same thing going. I keep that open feel for the solo, that obviously I make the transition to the crash. I make the transition to the crash and halfway through that bridge. It's not exactly that length. I was just trying to play the beats for you. So yeah, so I kind of keep it open for the bridge. But you get more intense for when you're on the crash, just by the nature of being on the crash, and you can add a little bit in there if you want in terms of how many, beats you're playing per measure. And I know, okay, so the transition coming out of that bridge. Oh no, yeah, I guess you go back into that interlude thing. Sorry, I'm kind of relearning the song as I'm doing it. So he goes, we will believe in what we can't see, we will believe. And and so yeah. What we can't see, we will believe. Actually, let me double check. Well, I don't know. I think that stop there should be pretty easy. I forgot exactly what I do there. But coming out of that chorus into that part where it's just you, I know that's going to be a thing. That'll be a little bit of pressure for you. So let me work that out for you. Coming out of that chorus, let me just play it real quick. In this place, you wear your heart is pour out your love and let the spirit rain. So the idea is there that the fill lasts into the your love. So it'd be like, we away your harvest in faith. You know, you weigh your harvest in faith. Pour out your love. The count there is kind of odd because that fill happens over the transition. In this place, away your harvest is 3, 4, 1. Your love. I haven't even worked out that count really. If you need more specific help there, let me know. It's kind of difficult to address everything. I just want you to see how I play it. Let me do it a little slower. Pour out your... Sorry, I need to start from after that, from before that. In this place, we weigh your harvest in faith. Pour out your love. So yeah, you want the accents to be on your love. That's kind of the important part. I guess you could do the spirit rain. They kind of stop before that though, so you want to fill that space with something. It's not necessarily important that you like stop any kind of beat keeping on the hi-hat or anything. But you see kind of in that little moment, you transition from beginning a fill, what will be a fill into the next verse, but you just take it way longer. So, in this place, you weigh your harvest in faith. So this saying, in faith. The next hit after that would be 1. But since you're going for your love, you just gotta wait a little bit longer. In this place, you weigh your harvest in faith. I guess you weigh your harvest in faith. 4. I think it's right on. I think your love might be right on the 2. So, 1. I believe that's right. I think that little fill is just the 4 16th notes in that constitute the first beat. So 1 and there's a little pause there too. Let me see. Let me play it on iTunes back there. Thanks, Brian. That sounds about right. Kind of count it out yourself in your head too. And then obviously it's just a matter of knowing the song after that, because they repeat it a few times, and then you gotta go that last 4 bars to the end of the song. It's wow, 15 minutes long. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you wanted. Sample that, but look over it. Dang, it's a freaking long video. I'm sorry, dude. Just skim through it. I'll go pretty much part by part. So if it's part you're okay with, just skip that. Um, but I'll try to get this in a message on Facebook to you and see if it works out. If not, I'll try to send it to you some other way. But yeah.